Hello there and welcome back to the DBMS video series. In this video we are going to discuss the question set 32. So first we have to create a product table, the brand table, the GRN table and GRN item, stock table, invoice table and invoice item table within the ER diagram. So we are going to use the same table which we used in the previous video, which is the earlier DB. So let's head back to MySQL Workbench and let's sketch all the ER diagrams related to our question. So the first one, we have to create a product table to store product information. So let's create a new table and let's add the product ID, product name and the description within it. So the product ID is going to be a primary key, an auto incremental and an int data type, while the product name is going to be a varchar 45 and the description is going to be a text, since the description can have a lot of text within it. Let's create the second table, which is the brand table. So first let's create a new table called the brand table, and the brand table is obviously going to have two columns only, which is the brand ID and the brand name. So the brand name is going to be a varchar 45 and the brand ID is going to be a primary key and auto incremental. Let's go to the next table, which is a GRN table. So there are only two columns in it. It is the GRN ID and the GRN date. So the GRN date is obviously going to be a date time. Next we are creating a table called the GRN item table to store the quantities of goods. So we are going to create the quantity, unit price and selling price as well. Each price is going to be a double data type, while the quantity is going to be an int, because the price is double, because there can be decimal values as well. So the next table is the stock table. So in that we are going to create the stock ID, quantity and selling price. So the stock ID and quantity is going to be the n int category, while the selling price is going to be a double. So the stock ID is going to be primary key and auto incremental. Let's create the next table, which is the invoice table. So we have to create the invoice ID and the date. So we created the same thing in the above table as well, only the column names differ. And finally we have to create the invoice item ID and the quantity to store the invoice products. So that's all for today. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching my video.